Hello everyone, welcome back to the Path of Exile 2-week Turmoil race. I'm here near the midpoint of Act 4. We're about to enter the Dreams, and I'm going to show you what updates we've made since the last time you saw me. So I'm not that much higher level, I'm only level 39, but we've got some new stuff here. I found this rustic sash prism weave, which just seems to be an awesome buff for my damage overall, especially using like Herald of Ash and Hatred and stuff like that. I've got Summon Stone Golem with the minion life support just to give me that extra little bit of health regen, just an extra safety net, and it also taunts guys I found out, so that's kind of useful for me. I'm leveling up item rarity support just because this is a solo self-found run. Maybe at some point this would be a good thing to slap onto my dual strike and just get a whole bunch of loot, maybe. I don't know if it works that way, we'll find out. Still using the Detonate Dead and the Herald of Ash. I've gotten I don't know if I've updated my rings so much. I know I just got this amulet, which seems decent. It was a little bit better than my last one, so I can definitely use a better one of those though. I'm using Hatred still, Riposte, and I'm leveling melee physical damage support. I managed to get a second red socket on this, so I have Fortify support on here. I'm going to see if that'll help me be a little bit more tanky as I run around. Still using Dual Strike with the faster attacks and melee splash. Whirling Blades has Culling Strike and faster attacks now. I figured this might be useful maybe later on when things are a little stronger, or just for smacking a group a couple times and just dashing through it. It might be able to white some stuff out. And still got Frostblades, of course. And then on the other side, I'm just leveling up weapon elemental damage support, because that might be useful for me depending on how things go in the later game here. Updated my flask a little bit, got a higher mana flask, and that's about it in that regard. And I've just been working on the leech tree here. I have 3 more points to go and we're done with that, and then I'm probably gonna go figure out what I'm doing from there. We'll see. I'll probably have the labyrinth done by the time I get done with all this, so, or I don't know, it might be close, we'll see, but we can always move our points around. Anyway, somehow that came off, so let's jump into Calm's Dream here. We're gonna deal with his first because it's a little bit more scary for me than the other one. It's also longer, so let's just deal with that one first. And let's jump right in. So I can dash around a bit, as per usual.
This isn't the Karui that I know.
And I don't know if it's I don't know if this is true, but I've noticed sometimes the ranger said maybe a little bit different things than she used to say in my normal playthrough, and I don't know if that's because it's in hardcore. Maybe they say different things. I know Diablo 2 is kind of like that. When you were in hardcore mode, they'd have different things to say when you entered new areas. But I don't know if that's the case here or if I'm just imagining it. So if you guys know, let me know. But sometimes she said things a little bit more action-packed or something, or aggressive than she did in just the non-hardcore mode. I still gotta be careful because I don't know my defenses entirely. So it looks like am I getting Fortify when I bulk things? Yep, I sure am. So take reduced damage. That just seems useful, honestly, because I am dual wielding. I don't have a shield or anything to give me that extra defense. So being able to reduce the amount of damage I take when I stand in melee, which is where I have to be to win my fights, that seems like a good idea. Let me know if that's bad though, because like I said, this is my first melee character, so, or farther than Act 2 maybe melee character. It might have been in Act 3 with a hardcore character, I'm not sure. But I feel like this is the farthest I made it. Alright, I know this is the farthest I made it for sure, but I don't think I made it anywhere close to this far. We're gonna have tons of gems leveling up due to all the new stuff I put in my gear here. Let's see. I guess we gotta go.
My mana is gone.
Up here. Yeah, there's always these tiny little pathways in Calm's Dream that you have to watch out for. I guess that's Fortify when I have that little gold star around me. That's pretty cool looking. Hopefully we'll get to keep that for a long time. If it's a good idea or not. Let's see. Oh, we got more champions here. So we just have the bloodline monsters in this zone. That's all that's going on here. Nothing super exciting. But hopefully we'll get something more like Rogue Exiles or something going forward. We got lots of totems, of course. This Calm guy just loves his totems. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a new microphone I'm trying out, and hopefully it sounds good. If it doesn't sound good, let me know, and I will change it ASAP. But yeah, just trying it out, trying to improve the quality. Get some upgrades, you know what I'm talking about. So that's my question of the day for you guys. Does this sound better? Yes, no. Bam, just dumped all those guys into the garbage can. What do we get? I thought we got a cool Fright Claw here. Let's check that out. And not that much damage. That thing's pretty good. not bad. But I'll stick with my claws for now just because they're working really well. And I feel like with the setup I have, this is the correct item setup to be using. And let's just bonk some more totems. I like the melee splash support gets more range the more you level it up. So, but yeah, I've kind of had some thoughts on how I'm going to do my gems in the late game, and I think, you know, normally on my other characters with two-handed weapons, it's like I need a 7 or a 6-socket weapon with good mods on it, and you know, maybe a effect that makes it seem like it has 7 gems or something like that. But since both my weapons are going to be like 4 sockets only, I think I'm going to have to get a 6-socket armor for my main skill setup that I want to use, if it's going to work the way I imagine it. Anyways, so that's my plans for the future, is get a 6-socket armor ASAP and put an awesome gem setup in that. Then I can just really utilize that, and then I can, like, I don't have to worry so much about what sockets I have in my weapons, because I'll just be able to focus on the armor, and then I can just get high damage weapons and they're level up there. That's always nice to see. Seems like we have someone firing a lot of things at us over here. Oh, we have a bunch of sapling totems. That's what we have going on. Bam. Just dump all these guys. Holy smokes. So many of them. Okay. Oh, I guess there's one unique guy and then his unique group of saplings. Interesting. Alright, well, nothing I really care about there, except killing the rest of these saplings, of course. And all these totems over here. Jeez, there's lots of little guys hanging out. Let's level up all these gems. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, get a little bit stronger every time we do that. I like that I don't have to worry about the little guys next to the big guys as long as they're close enough. That's the problem, is that I want to make it so, like, if I could have my melee splash hit like the whole screen, that would be optimal, I would think. Because it's like,
My mana is gone.
I don't think there'll be a point that I don't want to smash the whole screen aside from like reaching missions and stuff like that. But if it's just splash, I should be able to kill the little guys before I take the big guy out in those cases. So that's my thoughts. If I could make my splash take up the whole screen, that would be best possible situation, I think. But I don't know if that's possible. Oh, gotta get out of there. There's some, these guys explode when they die in the icy storms. And that's the worst kind of, oh, and these guys explode too, looks like. Or they just burn or something, not quite sure. Looked like they were gonna blow up. Could be wrong. Those meteors that fall from the sky freak me out. They make me think that I just took a ton of damage. This guy's got extra life, that's why it takes so long to kill. Jeez, he's pretty tanky. Alright, take those guys down. I guess I don't really have to spend a whole lot of time killing all these little guys, because they don't really grant that much XP. Just focus on finding the champion groups here, because they move the XP bar a little bit more. Make sure I don't get dunked on by those explosions though. These things are the worst. It's like, I don't know if you guys played like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, but it had like Last Stand in that game, or Martyrdom or something like that. And what you would do if you died is you would drop a live grenade when you died. And so a lot of times, you know, you'd get killed by somebody, but you'd drop a grenade and they'd run over top of your body not thinking, and you'd blow them up. Or you could just run to somebody, die, and drop a grenade on them. It's kind of cheesy sometimes, but that's what those guys make me think of. Is just, they're not there to fight you, they're there to die, and then hopefully you don't notice it and then you die. It's like the cheesiest strat. I mean, I guess I don't know. It doesn't feel like a good combat tactic when your best option is to lose so that you will tie or have a draw. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. We got Come Stronghold here. So I think we just go through, what, a little bit more adventure, and then it's time to fight him. Because yeah, we have like, this is where mostly his soldiers will be, these sisters and chosen and brothers and whatever. All these different kinds of guys. What do we got here? Nemesis? Oh no, Rogue Exiles. Yeah, I like this place. Ooh, Orbit Chance. That replaces the one I spent on the item rarity support gem. I don't know if it was a good idea to buy one or just try and wait till I found one, but I figured leveling it up now will allow me to take advantage of it sooner. Even though it's not too hard to level some gems up, especially once you get into the higher XP places, you can usually get them like at least level 10 pretty quickly. Oh man, all these totems. My health is doing pretty okay though. I haven't really had to chug too many too many health potions or anything like that to get myself out of a sticky situation, so I'm happy about that. And I'm gonna get the mana leech soon. Actually, after I defeat these guys, I'll probably go into my passive skills and throw a point into it, because it could help me in my current fights right now. I am having to press my mana button quite a few times. So let's get that mana leech. Boop. Alright, we'll get the better mana leech super node afterwards there. I don't know if it's worth it to get the last little node. Is it worth it to get the last little node? I figure it is, because it kind of stacks together, right? So getting that one would kind of help out the other ones as well. And on the onslaught there, with the evasion. Ooh, achievement complete. Stranger in a strange land. Cool. I guess that's the one for defeating a whole bunch of different kinds of rogue exiles. That's awesome. Okay, let's ID this helmet really quick. Strength, fire resistance. Yeah, it's not bad, but not really what I'm looking for. And yeah, I don't know. Let's keep moving on. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling that item rarity support. I mean, it kind of might be a waste. You know, it might be like if you don't take it and you replace it with something that just helps you kill things faster, then you're just going to get more loot just based on the sheer amount of extra killing that you'll do through having a better gem in that spot. But alternatively, having that, if it's not that much of a damage loss or a damage gain that you would get otherwise without using that, then you can get bonus loot. But I don't know, if it doesn't give you that much more loot, then it might not be worth it at all. I don't know. That's the weird thing about like item find, you know. And in Diablo 2, you had to stack so much of it, and like people would like change gear out and switch weapons right before boss kills to make sure they got more chance of getting better loot, or at least higher quality loot. I don't know if that's a good system or not. Like, yeah, I personally thought it was okay, because it was like, you know, I have choices here. I can just kill things faster, or, you know, switch out my weapons the last second, because you could just switch into your second weapon set. And if you were like a barbarian, you'd have 2 of these swords that gave you like 140 magic bind each, with a certain rune setup and everything. And they were great. And I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of gameplay you like. You know, some people would rather just run around on their character and defeat the enemies and get the loot that way. And other people want to kind of mess around with game mechanics and see what they can and can't do, and what like the best optimal things for certain kinds of playstyles and everything are. And I've got a lot of guys around me, so I'm trying to stare at my health bar a little bit here, maybe press potions when I don't necessarily have to. I think I might have killed a rogue exile with splash damage. Oh no, he's still jumping around here. Demon tamer. There we go. Okay, what do we got over here? Just some golems. So many guys here, I don't even know what all I was fighting there. Got a lot of scrolls of wisdom from this guy though. And like, I got like totems making totems here. Is that what's going on? I don't know, that was crazy. Anyways, that's a whole bunch of loot for you right there. And let's get a move on. We gotta be getting pretty close to Calm, I would think, by now. So we've chopped through quite a few of his minions here. If I take that Sacred Life Flask, I might upgrade that into a magic one, see if we can improve my quality of life over here. Alright. Oh, gotta go up now. Just gonna dash through a bunch of these guys, because I am a little bit over leveled for this, I think. So it's not really entirely necessary for me to fight everything. Like I said, try and just focus on killing champion groups and things that'll either give me better loot or just more XP. So we're almost level 41, which is pretty awesome. Alright, here's Calm. So I'm gonna do the smart. Oh, doesn't matter actually. I was gonna put a portal down like Hurtidur. Look, I'm actually remembering to do it this time. Ooh, that's not a bad ring at all. Fire damage, life regen, elemental resistances. What do I want to drop for that? Probably, well, that one gives me such good resistances to everything though. This one gives me, that gives me pretty good stuff too. Don't really know, but this one doesn't give me, oh, it does give me 56 life. Is that resistance trade-off worth it? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. I don't know if that ring's better. I honestly don't. That's definitely not better. I don't really care about these, but just to take a peek. And that's actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Can we equip that? Is that a better place? Using 1200 elemental resistances and freeze. No, I like my other ones. Okay, let's go fight Calm here. I never like fighting this guy. He's kind of tough, but I've only ever fought him as a squishy ranger, so maybe he's not so bad as a melee with life steal and everything like that. My mana stays a little bit higher now. It's pretty convenient. Oh, I ran my Stone Golem out. That's an issue. There we go. What's up, Stone Golem? Get some work done, buddy. Alright, after these guys all die, I'm actually gonna Evolve detonate them. Boom! There we go. Take a bunch of damage. Give me an onslaught charge. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of just working them down here. That went not bad at all.
One less little angry boy for the world to deal with.
Alright, well, that's one of them. That wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be, which is good. That's not an upgrade. Let's jump back in here. I'm just gonna sell really quick before we continue the adventure.
Yes.
We have a entire other dream to go through over there, so let's just get rid of all this stuff. So I'm gonna keep that because I don't know if it's better.
Will be remembered.
And we'll sell or deposit our other things here. And we'll throw the flask right there. Bam. Alright, back to adventure in the Crystal Mines. So now we just go take care of this dream and then we enter the other dungeon. So I don't know if we'll get it all done in this episode. We might have to carry this over into a second episode there. We'll see how it goes. I like this area because it's just nice and smooth, and you know the hardest thing is basically fighting Duresso at the end. He can be a little tough sometimes if you don't have the right defenses to survive a lot of his attacks, or you know, don't move out of certain ones. You get slapped by the whole thing. I don't know if there's any other like standard defense things you should be using as a melee character, like if there's certain kinds of armor or buffs that are like very standard issue, just because they're really strong for helping the characters out. This Fortify on melee hit seems to be really helping me out. I don't feel like I get smacked nearly as hard by anything anymore. I feel like I take pretty significantly reduced damage. And of course getting more health, so I almost had 1500. I think I had above that before, but I kind of changed some stuff around. So I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm learning as I go. But this Fortify one, like I'm saying, seems really good. I want to get more health though. That's definitely one thing I'm going to be moving some points towards. Oh nice, it's a Brandis chest. And it has a 33% chance to contain Mr. Kadiro himself. I did find him in one of my, when I was running through an area. Oh, I just dashed and got frozen. I had to have two things to remove freeze from me. That would have sucked. Is there like a rogue exile here too or something like that? I'm just getting dunked on by a lot of things. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and unfreeze myself here. Maybe, oh there is, there's ultimate tool. That's the issue here. There we go. Okay, that takes care of all that. Is there like a certain special guy here? Oh, there we go. I couldn't target this person for some reason. Please just go down. Tired of smacking your friends. There we go. Okay, and there was a chest that I clicked on by accident. That what froze me. Okay, now I'm starting to piece the puzzle together here. Holy smokes, that fight was a complete disaster. I just couldn't tell what was happening at all, apparently. Glad I had the presence of mind to use my flasks, though, because that would have been terrible. I got some coins. But yeah, last time I found Kadiro, he gave me like a rare ring for 24 coins or something like that. I think it might have even been this one, I'm not sure. But I do remember being like, heck, because it was a 2-stone ring, and I was like, heck yeah, totally want to check that out. Might be something really good for me. So let's do this. Superior dual strike. Hello. Only 8% superior, but what does that do? Increase attack speed? It might be worth it just to level that up over the other one. You know, maybe get some whatchamacalls to upgrade that. What do you call it? The glass blowers bauble? No. Gem cutter's prism. That's what I want. I want gem cutter's prisms. And I could increase the quality of that one. Get it quite a bit higher. I don't know. Because I feel like it would be worth it because it's not that hard to level up gems. But at the same time, it's like, well, it might just be easier to just sell that as part of the recipe to get the gem cutter's prisms and upgrade the one I have. I think I'll hold on to it and think about it. Of course, the longer I think about it, the less, or like I could have had it leveled up by then, right? Maybe we'll wait till we're in like a more comfy place. Boop, boop, boop. You know, like maybe I feel pretty comfortable. Let's see, what level is mine anyways? Level 12, 96%, 85. That's not that much of a damage loss that we can't make back, and we do get the 4% increased attack speed, so I'm cool with it. We'll just start leveling up the new one, and then it'll just work out better, I think. We'll probably have a level up. It'll probably be like level 5 before even time we get to Duresso or whatever. Look, that was one level up already. Just that easy. So, yeah, it's not going to be that big a deal. Oh, and I leveled up at some point. Totally forgot about that in the midst of all that chaos there. So let's slap a point in this thing. Increase mana per second to maximum mana leech rate, attack damage leached, and increase 20% increased mana leech per second. So that's just sounds great. Yeah, let's take it. And there's another dual strike level up. Like I said, it'll go really quick. I don't know why hummed and hawed over it so much, but wanted to make the right decision. Alright, so we got something over here. Oh, we got Barkbull. I think he's not a rogue exile. I think he's just like a dude in this area. So, man, we got so many guys here. Just take out a few of these guys that permanently die, since there's a lot of Brandis chest guys running around too. But yeah, if we can just smack the champions, then we can severely reduce the amount of enemies, just because the AoE damage will take care of the rest of the little guys. But sometimes you gotta dash out of the mix to get a better hold on the situation there. Let's open this chest. Jeweler's Orb. Always happy to see those. And not really interested in anything else right there. Dual strike again. If that was 4 link, I'd probably take it, but it's not. Take that for the chromatic there. And that gets us through the final part of this section of the dream, I think. Except for, you know, of course, dealing with the Brandis chests and whatnot that might be remaining. Oh, got a rare guy here too. Bonk him out of oblivion. Smack, smack, smack. I just love the bonking that happens. It just feels good to just repeatedly smash my fists into the enemies. I don't know. It's just satisfying for some reason. Anyway, we're gonna probably we're at like 22 minutes for this episode right now, so we're probably gonna get to the end of the dream. Might be a little bit longer than usual, and then once we defeat Duresso or die, we'll move on to the next episode where we'll deal with Malachai's dungeon, and hopefully we don't get wiped out in that. Yeah, we still have some of these arenas to deal with, and there are some tough enemies in here, so hopefully I don't get dunked by anything stupid in here. It's always possible though. It's like I said, everything we're going through right now, I've definitely fought before, but not in hardcore, and I have died in a lot of these areas before. So we just gotta make sure we avoid a lot of these super dangerous attacks. There we go. Seems like they're just half decent XP here too. Not amazing, of course, and like I would say, I'm over leveled for this, but we got a new kind of rapier there. Let's take that one. An idea just off the bat here. If I can find the right button for it. Boop. Not an upgrade. Not an upgrade. We'll check out the other stuff another time. If there's something like that might be an immediate upgrade that I know of, and I'll use it, but like belts and stuff, very unlikely to be an upgrade at this point in the game. Just because I have that unique one that's giving me so much more damage right now. So I'm going to stick with that one until I get something that's going to really power me up later on. It'll give me like a much needed defense boost or something like that. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, wrecking these guys. I'm not sure how I feel about these little pits that open up with the dogs inside. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. Is that? Oh, it's an icy manifestation. I thought it might have been a rogue exile or something like that. Just take these guys down. I like it when they all are melee guys and they can just group up on me like this, and I can just rely on the melee splash to wipe them all out. Just bonk, bonk, bonk away. Yeah, I don't mind because I have pretty decent fire resistance, I think. Let's see. Yeah, my fire resistance is capped, my lightning resistance is capped, my cold resistance is lacking. It could be improved. My chaos resistance is 0, which seems, you know, almost kind of standard, honestly. I do have a ring that gives me chaos resistance if there's anything I should bring it for. I don't know exactly if there's certain things I should do to prepare myself for the bosses in before Malachai. Alright, these are 3 guys that I'm a little bit worried about. I like being able to dash up to them though. It's definitely makes it a lot easier to deal with guys that run away from you when you can just dash onto the other side of them and also deal damage with Ruin at the same time. It makes it very easy to dodge attacks too. It doesn't have a cast time like Big Arrow does, like I was using on my other ranger. It just instantly happens, so it's really easy to avoid a lot of attacks if you're just ready to use it at a moment's notice. And having the attack speed bonus on it is really nice too. I also just like being able to dash around everywhere. Feels like it can travel super fast. Okay, let's get my stone golem up. He definitely goes down way more often than I'd like him to. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of gauge my strength against this guy here, and try and avoid certain attacks if I can, because I just feel like if I don't avoid certain attacks, it's just not smart of me. I don't know if that does damage to you when he absorbs. I feel like he absorbs damage that he's taking at that point, and then uses it to damage you. Let's actually get my golem back up here. He's gonna do that thing. Where's he at? Alright. Trying to keep an eye on all the swords flying around just in case those happen to be dangerous to me too. See, like, I feel he's trying to absorb damage there and then explode it back out. I feel like that's what he's trying to do. I could be wrong, because he also gets some kind of aura afterwards, so it might be like just a really great time to deal a whole bunch of damage to him. But I'm just playing it safe. Try and stand out of his face when he starts going nuts. Got some super increased attack speed right now. There we go. I don't know if that was Culling Strike that killed him there at the end or just some damage. I don't know if it works on bosses or like tougher enemies. And that's not bad, but I don't think it's an upgrade over these 2 bad boys that I'm using here. Because this one gives me a lot of physical that converts and increased elemental damage, and that one's just pretty good, I think. So yeah, let's head back to town here. So that was the 2 dreams. Now we have the 2 gems, and next time we can head into the Malachai's area and defeat all his friendly bosses and everything in there and have a great time. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the audio in this episode, and if you think this microphone is an improvement, and we'll make adjustments as we go forward. So thanks for watching as always, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.